make an introductory statement. And we're just super excited, really glad that a lot of folks came out tonight. Obviously, the magnitude of a hire like this, it deserves all the media attention that it can have for the young man to my left that is going to be taking over our football program, his family, our young men sitting in the back, some of our football players, our coaching staff, and our school. So good evening and welcome to Warsaw Community High School. On behalf of Athletic Director Dave Anson and Jeff Hamstra, our Assistant Athletic Director, Superintendent Dr. Hoffert, and our wonderful school board, being here is very special. There's no greater place than Warsaw Community High School in the state of Indiana. There's no better time in Warsaw Community High School's history than to announce our new head football coach, Mr. Bart Curtis, for the Warsaw Tigers. Coach Curtis is an all-star. He's been an all-star coach. He's a Hall of Fame coach, but he's a better man. He's tremendous, and what he will bring to this school will go far beyond the athletic fields. His record's without reproach, but perhaps more impressively is Bart Curtis the man. His priorities are in check. He's a man of strong faith. He loves his family, and then football. Our team of interviewers believe that Coach Curtis was the best person to move this program forward. Again, we're very excited to welcome Coach Curtis and his family to Warsaw. We believe that in these coming years, we will see Coach Curtis move this football program to uncharted territory. Coach will make a brief introduction for all of you, make some comments about his appointment, and then everyone will have an opportunity to ask questions of Coach. After that question period, anyone that's wishing any individual comments can meet with Coach. He's here for you tonight, our new head football coach, Bart Curtis.
Got a shy family. Thank you, Mr. Akers, Dr. Hoffert. Appreciate this opportunity. It's a great opportunity for me to take time right now to introduce the family that I have here tonight. My wife, Sarah, of 27, almost 28 years. My oldest son, Michael. My daughter, Hannah, and my youngest son, Brian, could not make it tonight. He goes to college up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. First off, I want to thank the hiring committee. I want to thank the people that showed up this evening. It was a very long process that was very tedious, well thought out, and it was fun in the process. And throughout all of this, we had the opportunity to weigh out all the positives of Warsaw High School and Warsaw football offers. And everything kept pointing in this direction. And we can't tell you how excited we are to be here. As far as the football program itself, we're going to take it from day one. And we're going to attack this thing just like everything else we have done. And that's going to be full speed ahead in one direction. I'm excited about the kids. I'm excited about the opportunity to coach against some of the best coaches in this area, in this conference, and really excited to get going. I would be remiss if I did not mention that the people at Mishawaka High School made this a very difficult decision for me, and Mr. Akers and Dr. Hoffert are both very aware of that. It was a difficult decision because that community has done a lot for us in the last 10 years. But everything kept pointing to take this Warsaw football job. And we're excited as heck to be here. And one of the things that Mr. Akers told me was, isn't it great? And I think it's a Winnie the Pooh quote. Isn't it so great that you are missing something so badly that it's hard to leave? And I don't know if I got that exactly right. but it made a lot of sense to me that, you know, oftentimes you make decisions in life and they're exciting ones, and this is one that's definitely an exciting one. So we're thrilled to be here. I appreciate the coaching staff that came out this evening, along with the media, and as I mentioned, the players, and we look for some really great things moving forward. Thank you.
Bart?
Yes, sir.
How much did it factor in the opportunity to coach with Michael? How big a part of the decision was that for you?
You know what? It was definitely a factor. You know, when you look at things that are important in your life, and obviously this game has meant a great deal to me, but this family means a great deal to me. And the opportunity to do something really special with somebody by your side that you know pretty well, that just sweetens the pot.
So you won't be looking for a new O-line coach?
Well, you know what? I'll tell you after game 3.
You're going to give him 3?
He hasn't interviewed.
Pretty good.
He hasn't
give him 2.
First of all, he hadn't interviewed yet, so he might be.
Okay.
You know.
Just want to make sure. Thank you.
Coach, how much are you going to, I guess, implement the Bart ball, you know, philosophy? What are you expecting when you start that over with a brand new program here?
Well, first of all, have you coined that term? Is there a trademark to it? Because if there isn't, I'd like to get ahead of you on that one. And I assume you mean the way I've coached the game of football for a very long time. I really kind of like the way that things have gone for us most of the time, a higher percentage of the time than they haven't. So I don't look for too much of a deviation from that. Obviously, there's a learning curve anytime that you implement something new into a program. But, you know, there's when you attack something, you can attack it halfway, you can attack it 3/4 of the way, or you can do it the whole way, and we're going to do it the whole way.
What challenges do you foresee standing in your way, starting fresh with a new program?
Well, I think one of the things that he mentioned, you know, it is that there will be somewhat of a learning curve. You know, I think the most important thing is Coach Jensen, who has been here forever, Coach Akers, in between Coach Jensen's stay, you know, everybody has a way of doing things. So I think one of the things that might be interesting, and I don't want to call it a challenge, but, you know, I probably run practices maybe a little different than those two guys did. So the kids adapting to kind of how I'm going to expect things to go, that, you know, it hasn't been an issue in the past. This is my 4th stop. I've always gotten kids to get on board. I've always gotten coaching staff to get on board. So I don't see that as a big issue.
How much do you think you may benefit from the energy, I guess, surrounding your hire? Because obviously we're all here, everybody's excited about it. How much do you anticipate benefiting from that?
Well, I haven't seen this much activity in my life since we hit the buffet about 3 weeks ago. Cameras there and everything. We're going for an eating record. But, you know, this is obviously a big hire. This committee took their time. You know, they put you through the paces, so anybody that thinks they woke up one morning and put a blindfold on and said, hey, let's go after this guy, it wasn't like that. So I understand the grandness of this. I understand that this is a big deal. And, you know, I've been around a long time, and, you know, I'm up for the challenge. I'm excited, and, you know, just the energy in this room tonight tells you that it's a big deal here, and they want football, along with all activities, to be a big deal in this community.
Hey, Coach, what's your philosophy with kids playing multiple sports? Obviously, football season runs into basketball season. We have a strong basketball tradition here, not as strong football, but hopefully, you know, continue on making great strides on that. What's your philosophy on that of kids playing multiple sports?
Here's my philosophy. The first time I walk in the weight room, after the football season ends, the perfect workout would be, it'd be empty. And the reason it'd be empty is because kids would be doing either wrestling, basketball, swimming, some type of winter activity. And the same thing goes with spring sports. That's the perfect workout right there, okay? Well, you can lay on a bench and you can do it X amount of times, but competing in the arena and having to compete under pressure, you can't put a price tag on that. So we want kids to do it all. We've got a multitude of 2 and 3 sport kids where I came from, and I expect that here.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Coach, Warsaw's a fairly tight-knit community. What do you look forward to the most about being part of it?
You know, getting to know the people and getting to kind of find out where we fit in. I've got a great wife and great kids, and I have zero doubt that we're going to find our place here and fit in and rally this community around this program and hopefully ourselves.
Thank you.
Yep.
Is it too late to replant natural grass so you can grow it nice and high?
Well, I noticed there was a practice field. You know, I don't think it's too late. You'd have to have season.
Get some extra fill.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Coach?
Yes.
This is your 4th head coaching stop. You said you're up for the challenge. The challenge here has been they've had a competitive program. They just have not taken the next step in the postseason. When you look at that big picture thing, how important is it to you to take that next step as soon as possible?
Well, and not to dodge your question, I think that happens naturally with the process and the way you go about business, okay? You take the next day, you do the most important thing that's going to get you where you want to be the next day, and you try to be better than you were the day before. So, you know, I'm not big into, hey, we got to do this or we got to do this. I'm big into, we got to do things right. And that starts with me, trickles down to those guys, and trickles down to the players as well. So I'm not really concerned about the outcomes. What I am concerned about is how we go about our business on a day-to-day basis.
What's the timeline like for, I guess, implementing your way of doing things? How quickly does it start?
2 hours ago when I was approved at the board.
How tough will you be on the academics and your players? I mean, that's obviously why they're here, is school and academics. So as a coach, how does that play a part in what you do?
I think this community is going to be proud of our young men, not only on Friday nights, but the way they conduct themselves in the classroom and the way they conduct themselves in the community. And that goes with academics, how you behave yourself, how you represent yourself, how you treat your teachers, how you treat the custodians, every phase of your life. It's not just 3 to 6 in football practice and then Friday nights.
Thank you.
That was easy. You guys are easy.
You haven't lost yet.
I have lost. I've lost 102 times.
And you won 201.
I won a couple. I've won a few. Been fortunate to coach with some great guys and coach some great kids, and I have zero doubt that will not continue here.
Can we ask your family what their thoughts are on you coming here and everything? And
I give them permission if they choose to speak. They rarely, if ever, listen to me anyways.
Go on.
Oh, all right. Well, so it has been a long, stressful few weeks, to say the least. But it's really can't get over the fact of how exciting this is. Getting to coach with my dad, you know, the best football experience I've had so far to this point was getting to run out on Friday nights and have him be my coach. So now the fact that I get to experience coaching with him, it's gonna be a challenge. You know, it's gonna be, you know, we're gonna have our ups and downs, but I'm really excited to grow as a person, grow as a coach, and grow as a man.
And I have promised his mother I will treat him far better than I did when he played left field.
That's the only way I would agree to come. I'm just very excited at the opportunity to watch these two gentlemen work together and to build a new program together. So I'm looking forward to that personally. And getting to know the community, and it'll be a good time.
You may not feel that way early, but trust me, hang in there.
These are two of the hardest workers I know, and I'm just so excited to see them coach together and just see what they can do at Warsaw. I've watched my dad in 3 different places now, and I can't wait to see what they do at Warsaw.
And you guys own enough orange and black? I mean,
Yeah, we're working on that. Got my first shirt tonight.
There we go.
He started as a Tiger. Olive Tigers?
All elementary.
Yes. I did coach wrestling at Olive Tiger Elementary, and their colors were orange and black. We were 34-1.
Are you safe? So, if you guys have any other questions, we'll be around for a little bit. We're going to go over to the NLC championship game here being played in the Tiger Den. Coach Bart will be here for any one-on-one. If you need any comments from Dr. Hoffer, any questions from me, we're happy to answer. And again, I would just like to really thank our school board and the members of the committee that put the time, effort, and energy into really going through and vetting our candidates very carefully and coming out with an #1 choice. So we're so excited to get to work with Coach Bart.
Absolutely. Anything? No, I just want to reiterate everything that we've heard here tonight. You know, in talking with Dr. Spiker over at Mishawaka, I know I shared this during the board meeting. One of his comments was, you're getting a Hall of Fame football coach, but you're getting an even better person and better family. And so that's a huge statement to make, and we're just so happy to have you as part of our Warsaw family.
Thank you. We're honored to be here.
Thanks, guys, gals.